I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30.
Man, I'm a little worried going into this next one because I was doing some research on Southern, and this is coming from the paper over there, the Advocate, Baton Rouge paper, and they telling me, y'all, that Southern is coming off its most complete game in 2 seasons.
They balled against Texas Southern.
And I looked at them numbers. Yes, that's exactly what they did. They balled the fuck out. So Jackson State coming off his first loss, difficult loss. A game that Jackson State was favored to win by 7.5, if I'm not mistaken, too. So that was an upset. And because Jackson State was ranked number 21 in the FCS as well. So, so they coming off some adversity, and Southern is coming in with some momentum. Now, both teams are on an open date because Southern would have had Alcorn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So both teams will be coming off an open date. So maybe Jackson State will have time to get all the kinks out of the arm and stuff like that. Get the mistakes. They got to get more discipline. They can't have them kind of brain farts. They can't have that. If the line is undisciplined up there dealing with them blitzes, they got to get that straight. Penalties. They got to get it right because Southern look like they're coming in with some momentum. Man, what y'all thinking? I'll start with you.
I'm gonna tell you something. And people from all over the SWAC can tell you when Southern come, they come like it's their house. That's how they look.
Bro, I was at the Hilton one night. The Hilton was full of Southern folks because they played Jackson State the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the lobby, it was Southern folks everywhere up in that junk.
Lock it down.
Yeah. They travel.
They were deep.
I mean, so I'm assuming that Jackson State was kind enough to let their fans come to the game. That's what I'm gonna assume now, based upon last week. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I keep calling him that. I hate to call him that. I need to find out his real name. But Faison Love ain't playing.
See that?
Faison ain't going. All right.
Dawson Odoms, T.
Dawson Odoms. Thank you. He ain't going. This man wants to be prime. It is going to be it is personal. He's making it personal because he's just that crazy of a coach. And we've seen him on the sideline. He's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's making this personal, and his boys are gonna ride for him. His men, not boys. These men are gonna ride for him. Come 2 weeks from now, if Prime is in Prime's best interest to take the shoe that was in his butt, put it on and put it in them boys' butt for the next 2 weeks. That's how I'm gonna put it. He's got to be a different side of Prime. You got to see that side of Prime that's like, hey, we finna get this done. Like, I'm not losing 2 in a row. This ain't no game. Anybody can play that's ready. If you ain't ready, you ain't playing. You got to see a different side of Prime. And I think that will make these guys really respect the mindset of Prime, the drive it takes to be great that Prime displayed to us over his career.
Do you think Prime got that, or was Prime just so freakishly gifted back then and smart? But does he have that fire to really get at these boys this week and next week in practice like that? You think?
I think he does. And I guess the question is, how will he do it?
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna have to strike a nerve in him, man. This is a home game. You got a team in Southern that lost Pine Bluff the week before, came back, beat Alabama State, the team y'all lost to. They lost to Pine Bluff and then came back and smoked Texas Southern out of the building. These boys ain't going. They ain't going. And Baton Rouge can't stand Jackson State. I'm going to just say it just like that there. Southern can't stand Jackson State. They can't. They can't stand them. There's hate in this game. This is a hateful game.
And that's pre-prime. That's pre all the smoke we getting dealing with
That's
prime, huh?
that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying Prime he has to turn it to he has to take it to a whole different level for these boys to understand that look, this like I understand like Prime has to take on what all the other coaches before him took on when it came to this rivalry. Like you got to make this a thing. This is a issue. This ain't no we gonna be loose, we gonna be relaxed. We got the talent. This ain't it. This is some men that's gonna walk into your building and drop their nuts on your field for 60 minutes. That's the way you got to approach this.
Do y'all think Prime got somebody really baptizing him in these rivalries to let him know how passionate these folks, like however he thinks about Florida State, Florida, or Florida State, Miami, that's how people here feel about Jack State versus Southern, or Jack State versus Alcorn.
Oh,
All he got to do is
absolutely.
go to the barbershops. They'll
Right.
tell him.
Oh yeah.
The
He
barbershop,
hearing that. He hearing that every week.
the people are telling. It ain't no game.
He got to
Tommy,
embrace that. He got
Because
to.
you know
He got to
JSU is the
really
most hated.
internalize that. He gonna have to internalize that and really act on it with them boys though, and get the stand. Because that's the thing about football though. Most of the coaching going on is being done by the assistants.
Absolutely.
Most of the coaching being done by the assistants. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully those guys get the old boy ready. JoJo, what you got? Because Joe, you usually have something for me that I don't like in these previews, Joe.
Right. You definitely not gonna like these. So all time they have played a total of 63 games.
Mm-hmm.
Southern leads 34-29.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
But let me give something a little more relevant. From 2006 up until now, Southern is up 9-6.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, okay? The largest margin of victory of Jackson State over Southern was 41-0 in 1981.
That's a long time ago.
The largest margin of victory of, and I did say Jack State over Southern, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Largest margin of victory of Southern over JSU. It happened in 1929. It was 98-0.
That was a rough year. That's the year the Great Depression kicked off. That was a rough year. We probably
Well, clearly,
things around here.
clearly it hit Jackson then.
I don't like these fun facts, Joe.
Now, last year's game though, Southern won 40-34. It was actually pretty close. The difference was the third quarter. Southern outscored them 16-3.
Talking about that same quarter Deion be talking about?
That same quarter.
Okay.
They QB, Skelton. I'm gonna just call him by his last name.
Skelton.
Last year, he was 12 of 23, 133 yards, 1 TD, 1 INT. The man had 21 rushes, 171 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, Ladarius Skelton.
Spotted boy.
Now, at the same time, Jalen Jones was 16 of 30, 224 yards, 4 TDs, 1 INT, passing, and rushing 19 rushes, 105 yards. So he went tit for tat with him. Now, my thing is, I believe that this year's JSU team is better than last year's. So the numbers don't bode well for JSU. But this would have probably been a game that I would have said they would have lost. But I actually think they're going to win a close one. Based off what T was saying, I think Southern going to be too amped. They already dislike JSU. But now JSU got Deion. So that's going to take it up a level to where they may not quite be focusing in between those lines. So I'm going to say JSU by a field goal.
Well, man, y'all right about this. Pretty much everybody they play in this sweat gonna feel some type of way. Like, damn, we balling out here like I'm really one of them boys, and they ain't never want to put us on ESPN too. But so now we playing them. Y'all want to put it on. So we gonna get that. Jackson State gotta come with that energy. Like, no, cuz I play football. That man my coach. But I'll knock your fucking head off. Prime.
Yeah.
Let me come talk to them boys, man. I do that pregame speaking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When I was coaching, my boys tell you, I do that pregame speaking and shit like that. I had to get now. Prime, you might have to walk out the room because I'm not gonna talk like your bishop used to talk. You know what I'm saying? Long live your bishop. Long live your bishop.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna talk like that. But them boys ain't. Alabama State, man, came out there like y'all talking about. Like they really felt some type of way. You saw it when they made a play, they were hopping up, they were like, you know what I'm saying? Jack State made a play, it was more on some smooth, cool shit.
Well, I mean, think about it though. They like all these teams are like these cameras ain't here. Like, okay, Alabama State last week. All these cameras are in the stadium because of the visiting team. Because of what the visiting team has. Like they wouldn't have came and aired this game. This game would have been on streaming ESPN3. You would have had to have ESPN Plus to watch this game. But you got slid to 2 because they want to get the viewership.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, it's business, it's money.
Yeah.
But these kids are like, man, these cats weren't gonna come see us if it wasn't for this.
Let me tell you,
they make them see about it. They gonna see what it's about.
They taking on that AAU mindset. If I'm on an AAU team and we're playing a team that got LaMelo on it, right? Cameras here. This time for me to get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for me to get noticed. I know they came to see him, but I'm finna make them see me.
And that's what Ezra did. Ezra said,
he did.
Y'all give me a holler at that combine, boss.
Well,
give me a call.
Well, now one thing that does worry me, now you say Jalen was 16 to 30 last year against these boys. Seems like that he pretty consistent with hovering around that goddamn 50%.
That 50, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We're gonna have to tighten up. Hopefully we get the run game going again against Southern.
JSU, take what they give you.
Exactly.
Take what they give you.
Exactly.
Like I really think I know we moved on to the upcoming game, but the previous game, run your jet sweeps with Newman. Fake jet sweep.
That's your boy.
That's my boy.
Are you kidding that man?
No, man. I'm just telling you, man. Look, I see Tyler Lockett in him. I see Percy Harvin.
Let the little man eat.
I see it, man.
Right. Well, we'll see. Y'all chime in over there, America on Facebook and Instagram. Let us know what your preview is.
It's gonna be disrespectful. I'm telling you.
They gonna get into it.
It's gonna be ignorant. Listen, like them boys, like if I'm Jackson State, because like Joe was saying, they all amped up because this is a game they got circled. If I'm Jackson State, I'd say all kinds of slick stuff. Just hey, first kid did it, but the second kid got caught. That's how you got to do it. Real slick. You got to be cerebral in this game. This is a game where you got to be. I don't know
now, Teague, because we got them brain fart penalties last week.
I understand, but I'm just saying you got 2 weeks to be like, look, I know what I need to do.
They need to be aggressive. They need to have aggressive mindset.
You get a couple 15s in a game, that changes things, and you get further into that blessed side of the field that Joe be talking about. It changes the game. It puts Southern on their heels.
Tell you what, they better work on blitzing. Because every team gonna do that right now until you prove that
right here.
You can stop it. You ain't lying about that. Right goddamn.
This gonna be the key to the game. Penalties will be the decider in this game.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.